Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a collective reading and energy update for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. So I'm going to be leaving the reading pretty open-ended. I really just want to see what is going to come through here. So right away, as I had barely started shuffling the deck, we have the Moon card in the reverse position. So this is about things being brought to light and also releasing fears as these things are being brought to light. I'm hearing surrendering to what is coming up for you. So I know that this is a bit of an abstract message, but what I'm really getting here for the person that I'm tuned into is that things may be coming to light either internally within you, emotionally, or external truths may be revealing themselves that you are surrendering into. You are learning to move with the flow of what is showing up for you, what is being revealed to you. This is a really interesting energy. So what else can I channel here for the beautiful souls listening in? Okay, so here we have the Two of Swords reversed and also the Hierophant in the reverse position. So along with that, the person that I am speaking to here might be at some kind of crossroads in their life that could even feel like stagnancy. And part of the reason that I say this is because in a recent Instagram post, I actually spoke about, wow, okay, I have to tell you, I felt someone's energy just pop into this reading. If you have a particular love situation on your mind and you are feeling almost as though this person is interrupting your own stream of consciousness or keeping you up at night or popping into your head, know that I've picked up on that energy for you, and we are going to be getting into that. But I do want to continue with this thread of a message first. So what I'm getting here with this crossroads is, again, it might look like stuckness or stagnancy to the people around you. But the reason for this appearance of stuckness is actually because you are in this Hierophant reversed energy. I'm hearing doing things very differently. Take that as it resonates for you. This could be differently compared to how you operated personally in the past, but this also could be doing things differently from the collective in general. I'm hearing the letters S-A-R-S-T for someone. Also, the name Sarah came through. I also heard the name Tony and the letter T in general, but do keep in mind that when I channel specific names, letters, details, etc., these do tend to be meant for specific individuals, so only take those specific messages how or if they connect with you. And of course, not just with these specific messages, but with every message that comes through this channel, do keep in mind that my only goal here is to reconnect you with the truth of what your soul already knows. So always use that inner guidance, of course, above all else. But getting back into the message here with the Hierophant reversed, this is about non-conformity, challenging long-standing traditions. And in this case, I see these traditions being very 3D based. Whatever I'm picking up on here, like these are ways of doing things that are actually rooted in limiting belief systems that were passed down through generations. And you incarnated here to be that generational curse breaker. For some reason, I keep hearing something about a pearl or pearl jewelry. This also could be pearl symbolism. So I am going to actually be channeling a little bit of a message from that because that's coming up here. I'm hearing pearls before swine, which is a concept from the Bible. And I feel almost as though you are that pearl. You are something of tremendous value. And the swine, of course, is metaphoric, but we could take it here to represent people, things, ideologies that really are very outdated for you and that don't really appreciate you. It's just like if you were to give a pearl to a pig, for example, or to some kind of wild animal, they wouldn't recognize its value. But that doesn't mean that it's valueless. It just means that they are so saturated in their 3D way of thinking that they can't perceive the value of the pearl. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that on their end as well, but you need to know that you are that pearl and that there are going to be many people, belief systems, energetic templates, etc., that do not have a framework for understanding your value, but that doesn't mean that you don't hold this tremendous intrinsic value. This can also represent the journey of the soul, the embodiment of wisdom. I see you being this human embodiment of a very spiritually charged energy. And of course, we are all souls incarnated here in physical form, but I mean something deeper than that. With this message, what I really mean is, it seems like you are one who came to Earth with a dominant purpose of embodying a certain kind of energy that was meant to uplift the collective consciousness in a very specific way. So I am going to be channeling more into that. It's interesting with this idea of challenging tradition. You can take this as it resonates, but for some reason, and I know that this specific example may only resonate with one or two people, but just to give you an example of what I mean here, this breaking tradition leading to the appearance of stagnancy from a 3D perspective. One example of this is, let's say that you are someone who is here to change the template around love and relationships. Well, in that case, because our world is built in a certain current 3D template around love and relationships, if you come with a higher vibrational template, you aren't going to fit into that mold because you are actually here to transform the mold itself. And that is a much longer, more gradual process of transformation, of energetic molding into place, of path forging at this very high degree than simply just assimilating into the system that already exists. So again, take this as it connects, but if you're feeling stuck, let's say specifically in love, it could be because you are here to know and embody a much higher vibrational form of love, a higher template for love and relationship than most people are currently capable of holding space for. But that you are, in a sense, here to transform. It's like you are here to transform that specific template. Now, of course, this is not limited to love and relationships. This could be when it comes to how you operate financially in the workplace, when it comes to your lifestyle, whatever this is for you personally. But know that if you're experiencing that appearance of stuckness, the Temperance card is coming out here as well, letting you know that this appearance of being stuck or stagnant is all an illusion from a 3D perspective, because time doesn't exist at the level of energy, and you are right on track here, energetically speaking, because you are aligning with higher vibrational timelines that are going to bring brand new results in a fashion that others might even perceive as being quantum leap kinds of moments. Now, for some of you, you already might be experiencing some of those so-called quantum leaps, which is really just you having energetically aligned yourself consistently with a higher vibrational timeline and essentially merging onto a different highway or freeway. It's like you are merging seamlessly into this entirely different track. So it looks so seamless from a 3D perspective, and yet puts you on an entirely new trajectory. That's the best way I can explain it. I know that when it comes to trying to find words to describe energies, as many of you know who are involved in energy work or other kinds of spiritual practices, it can be difficult to bring down spiritual information and put it into physical words. So bear with me on that. But I do hope that this message is coming across to someone in a meaningful way, and that you are comforted to know that you are right on track, that nothing is going wrong here. You're really being guided to release the judgments other people have, particularly around the way you operate, the way your life looks, or the timing of your life. Okay, so since I can still feel this love energy interrupting the reading, we are going to get back into this specific person that seems to be coming up, who is probably interrupting your energetic field at this time. So this could be showing up in many different ways for whoever I am speaking to here. I feel that for most of you, this is someone who could be either coming to you in dreams, someone who might be popping into your mind randomly. They might be making it difficult to sleep. I just want to get more information on this person. And of course, this may not resonate necessarily for everyone, so only take it as it does connect for you. Okay, so the first card we have here is the Empress. This is how this particular energy perceives you. I'm hearing they want to nurture you. They want to take care of you because they are responding to you having really opened up your receptive energy. You are in this state of high level receptivity, meaning you are very open to receiving adoration, admiration, positive attention, positive experiences in your life. You're also in a very creative state of being. I'm hearing that for those of you who are creative types, whether that be expressed through art, through music, through writing, whatever it is for you, you may have gotten random ideas popping into your mind, particularly recently, and you're being guided by your guides to pay attention to these ideas. I'm seeing someone writing them down, either like in their phone notes or in a journal or something like that. So I'm hearing someone's spirit guide say to really value those creative ideas that are popping into your mind, because I do see you in this divinely inspired state of being where a lot of these ideas that are coming to you are actually being channeled from a very high level. Now, the person coming through here, I just so clearly on my vision saw the word love. So I will say that that word has been on this person's mind a lot recently. Now, of course, this could be someone from your past, your present, or your future. I want to say as well, I'm getting a lot of the number 3. I don't know if that's 3 days, 3 months, 3 years, or just the number synchronicity 333, which can speak to a high degree of spiritual guidance and protection. This could mean that the connection between you and this person is very divinely guided, or that you even have assigned to this connection specific spirit guides that are assisting you in some way. And we will be getting more into that later, but I want to channel into this other card, this 4 of Swords upright card, because while this particular energy is seeing you as the Empress, they are also in a state of anxiety or feeling stressed. I'm hearing this person is overwhelmed by what they're feeling. And once again, I'm seeing that word love. So when I say that word is on their mind, I mean, I want to say, like, if this is someone that you know consciously, physically, I want to say that this person has thought the words, I love you, even if they haven't said them out loud or haven't said them recently. It's like this has been something that's running through their mind. Now, of course, for some of you, this could be a person you are going to meet futuristically. And what is coming through here could be more so coming from their higher self, speaking to the fact that they are sensing they are about to meet you or connect with you. I'm also seeing a sword of like a flaming sword or something. It's a really strange imagery, but I'm picking up that your connection to this person is so spiritually guided that it's almost like this flaming sword kind of energy where it easily cuts out and cuts through everything that would or would have prevented the two of you from connecting or from coming together. This is such a strange message, but I'm getting that for some of you, prior to your physical meeting with this person, certain strange things happened in your life. I'm seeing like a domino effect of events where one or the both of you may have been disconnected by your guides from particular people, relationships, environments, etc., because it was the only way for the two of you to meet or connect. And in fact, while that cutting out process was taking place, both of you may have wondered, why is this relationship ending? Some of this may have felt very traumatic emotionally, where someone, for some reason I'm hearing someone may have cheated on one or the other of you, or just caused you a lot of emotional pain in the past. And you, again, this could be you, this could be this person, or both of you, but I'm getting that it's like when this person enters your life, and I'm sorry, I looked at the bottom of the deck and there is the Four of Wands, and it literally made my heart skip a beat, because that reunion energy, that coming together is what I feel from you and this person. And it's so beautiful. It feels like coming home, but really I feel this person's soul saying it feels like being at home in the world for the first time since I've physically incarnated here in this lifetime. And it's actually making my eyes kind of well up with tears a little bit, just channeling into how emotionally charged this particular person is feeling. But again, there are those anxieties coming up here. And I feel the anxieties actually have to do with something futuristic. So it could be that this person is trying to think out into the future with you, because I do see this on the third eye. And I'm hearing that your future visions for this connection are surprisingly aligned. And I say surprisingly because you both may be thinking that the other is not on the same page here as to what the future of this connection could look like, particularly if there are certain obstacles of distance, time, etc. By the way, I do have to say, I am feeling some 3D obstacles you may be aware of, so we will talk about that later. But I feel like this person has been thinking so heavily about how can I move this forward? How can I make this work? And at the same time, you may actually be having some of the same thoughts, because I see a lot of mirroring happening in a way that is very synchronistic and very spiritual. And you may even see evidence of this where one of you says something that the other person has been thinking about, or vice versa. And that is the case when it comes to the future of the connection as well. Again, your visions for the future of this connection are actually much more in alignment than you would think. And you may even see evidence of this where this person brings up something they've been planning or thinking about regarding you or the future here. And it might be something that you've thought about but not even spoken out loud. This could be something coming in futuristically for some of you. Yeah, someone here is willing to take a chance. And there's also this element of risk. I'm not sure why, but something about this connection feels either risky or secretive, or like it's going to take the hand of fate to bring it together. I'm not sure why that's coming up here. And yet I'm hearing hopeless romantic. Like this person might be feeling, oh, I'm hearing that song, Hopelessly Devoted. It's like that's how this person feels to you. They feel hopelessly devoted to you. And they're in this very like hopeless romantic energy, but not to say that they're actually hopeless, because it does feel almost like for some reason this person sees themselves as the underdog when it comes to either winning you over or making this work long term. They may be concerned about being rejected by you, or they might be sensing competition here, or just sensing the obstacles between the two of you in the physical 3D world. But I do see them in this King of Swords energy. This is someone who has a kind of strength, resilience, and persistence around them. And I feel that that is something that I'm hearing causes you to naturally trust this person, possibly very early in the connection and without even really fully understanding why. It's not just their energy that makes you trust them very naturally, but it's actually also the fact that you have a very rich and deep soul history with this person. I do see that you've spent many past lives together. With the Two of Coins reversed, it's almost like because of how much past life history you've had with this person, you've both most likely felt a bit out of sorts in the world being apart from each other, because you're very accustomed in previous lifetimes to being together and sharing this life together. So in the extended version of the reading on Patreon, I am going to be channeling more into all of this. Obviously, there is a lot of highly emotionally charged energy coming up here. So we will be channeling more into what this particular person's fears are regarding the connection, what they are really thinking and feeling towards you at this time, as well as future potentials of how this connection might move forward into the future. So if you are feeling a resonance with these messages and you do want to continue with me to the extended reading, the link to that will be in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Okay, so for now, I am going to open it up to your spirit guides, to your higher self, and any other energies that want to come through with a message for you at this time. Okay, so here we have the Strength card, and I'm hearing, don't forget who you are, and don't forget your power. You are too strong for some. In fact, your strength in your vulnerability, in your willingness to be vulnerable and to be authentic is too much for some. Because I'm feeling that someone I'm channeling into here, you may have felt a kind of rejection recently from a friend, a person, an environment, a social group, etc. Perhaps because you felt just simply different, or maybe I'm hearing you may have felt like you came off too strong, like you shared too much of yourself or your world or your thoughts. And again, I'm getting that pearls before swine kind of biblical imagery of you being this very powerful and valuable pearl that isn't always perceived as valuable by those who are operating at a lower vibration of consciousness. And again, the message here is to not allow those who cannot perceive your value to define your value to you. So I feel that your guides are really endowing you with a strength to be authentic, with a strength to be confident in who you really are at a core soul level, more so than ever before at this time. And you might see this showing up in a surge of confidence when it comes to speaking your mind, sharing your truth, sharing and exuding your authentic frequency, regardless of how other people respond or react to it. And your guides are really applauding you for that strength and courage, because it is requiring of you a lot of courage. And it's also a huge marker of how tremendously you have grown and evolved as a soul. If you've been going through a specifically difficult time lately, either in life, in relationships. If things have felt turbulent, I'm getting that calmer times are ahead with the Six of Swords upright. It seems as though you are coming through some kind of a transitional period in some area of your life, maybe in multiple areas, that may have felt very trying for you, that may have been very draining, that may have come with even a lot of chaos. But all of this has been to allow you to live in your fullest freedom. I'm hearing many things in your life have been leveled in order to level you up. Many things in your life have been torn down that weren't in alignment with your truest expression of yourself in order to give you that ground zero point from which you can build and manifest the most magnificent and aligned life experience in all aspects. And I'm hearing embrace that freedom, as terrifying as it is for most people to feel as though they are starting over or starting at that 0 point or having many things in their life broken down, many transitional periods. All of this has occurred in order to put you in this profound and powerful state of freedom. And I'm also getting that this freedom plays into your ability to manifest as well, because I'm hearing you are free of psychological weight. And what I mean by that is you have gone through a very intense spiritual awakening, and through that awakening, many things in your life that were out of alignment with your core soul frequency were actually removed from your life. But in the process of that, this has actually allowed you to free yourself of past versions of you that are no longer resonant with who you are, with all the layers peeled back. And you've also surrendered the psychological weight, not just of the past, but of the future, meaning you are no longer trying to plan out or push into place or control things into the distant future. You are remaining powerfully rooted in the present. Even if this way of radical present moment living is a way that many people around you judge or don't understand, it also renders you incredibly powerful, particularly when it comes to manifesting your desires in life. And a very specific one of those desires seems to be coming through here with the Ten of Cups upright. This is about stability, specifically long-term, beautiful, harmonious relationships, either romantic or otherwise. Although for many of you, I am feeling this being a very grounded, romantic situation. But the word surprising is coming out here too. So something about this may have an element of surprise. It might catch you off guard, or some circumstance of this Ten of Cups energy coming in might catch you off guard. This could be that person romantically that we were channeling into earlier. And if so, again, we will be diving deeper into all of that in the extended reading on Patreon. I will also be channeling into who or what else might be connected to your energetic field at this time. So we will be doing a deep level aura read for you as well in the extended reading. And again, the link to that reading is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. For now, I'm going to close this YouTube reading here with one final Rumi Oracle card. And this card is Resplendent with Grace. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook here. Greetings from my heart to you who are always with me, hidden inside as the heart. You are the compass of my life. My course is your way, no matter where I go. You exist everywhere and in everything, always watching over us. My soul brightens in the darkness when I hear your name. Far beyond the body, there is an opening from my heart into yours. Through that opening, I send you secret messages like the moonlight. I polish the mirror of my heart to be your reflection. I make my ear the receiver for the tenderness of your words. You are in the ear. You are in the mind. You are in every burning heart. What am I saying? You are I. This is my way to describe you. Is it difficult to see your magnificence? Without a mirror the size of a galaxy, how could you possibly witness all that you are? You must just catch glimpses of your truth now and then. Oh, if you could see yourself as I see you, in all your glorious fullness of being. You are swathed in robes of grace, so light and freeing that they do not weigh you down, and yet so luscious and full that you cannot help but stir the movement of all of creation as you step this way and that. This oracle comes to you with a message. You may be wondering if you can attain to this next stage of growth in your life. You are already well equipped to do so, no matter what you might believe about the situation, circumstances, or others involved, even yourself. You have within your soul possession more than enough grace to see you through anything you are bold enough to envision for yourself, or for any vision you feel life has bestowed upon you. So that feels like a beautiful place to close the reading. Again, the link to the extended reading is underneath this video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love, wishing you a beautiful remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.